Hey everyone, it's Dwayne from Canada's National Firearms Association. I'm here to talk to you about the latest regulations the Trudeau Liberals have brought in and what they're trying to bring in the near future as well. Latest regulations are the long gun registry. It's back and it's worse than ever. No big deal is what some people think about it. Well, the big deal there is the infrastructure is not in place. It kind of is, but it isn't. It's terrible. The infrastructure is so bogged down right now that the system is crashing and retailers can't get the transfers to go through. This system literally has taken retailers and vendors out of gun shows. And gun shows are like farmers markets or trade shows throughout rural Canada. They're a big part of our economy. So the other part that's coming down the pipe that the Liberals are trying to push through with Bill C-21 is where you people really need to wake up, is they want to limit all magazines for firearms to 5 rounds. So here's a Ruger 1022. They come with a factory magazine, looks like this. Here's a black one, here's a clear one, and factory, they're limited to 10 rounds. And that's a very small magazine. They're not the easiest to get into the guns for some people with fat hands. But anyway, sits nice and flush. Now you want to limit that to 5. They're going to have to manufacture new magazines that are going to be even worse to work with. So some of you, no big deal. It's semi-automatic, right? No, not a big deal. My Cooey's good, right? Not. Your Cooey's not good. Cooey bolt action is going to be affected as well. Cooey and Henry's, there's a lot of guns like these, have a permanently mounted tube-fed magazine. This tube-fed magazine has the little plunger that comes out the bottom here, and then you insert your 22 rounds into the tube. These wee little guys right here. Yeah, they're actually pretty small. Anyway, put those into the magazine, and then what happens with the plunger is the plunger here is spring-loaded, and the spring inside this plunger goes all the way to the back, and it has to put pressure on the rounds to push the rounds through the tube down towards the action so that it can chamber the round up into the barrel or the chamber, however you want to call it. So anyway, that's one like that, and there's also Henry lever actions. Henry lever actions, there's Winchesters like this, Brownings, all kinds of guns that have tube-fed magazines. And these tube-fed magazines are permanently mounted to these guns. You cannot remove these, you cannot modify them. And I know there are Liberal MPs out there that have these guns. Just good old-fashioned bolt action or lever action, simple little 22 for shooting gophers. Those guns are going to be affected by C-21 because we cannot modify those guns. It's going to be almost impossible. So are you angry yet? Because you really should be if you don't understand what's coming down the pipe. And if you really think any of these laws are going to do anything about gang-related violence in places like Toronto, Montreal, Edmonton, Vancouver, you're sadly mistaken. You're looking at the person right here in the video that all these laws affect.